So with a new avatar coming out, I thought this was the perfect moment to do a custom surfboard. I loved the show growing up as a kid. So I grabbed one of the old surfboards from my attic. But wait, I just realized, I don't need a board up here. I've got a perfect one downstairs. This was an old shotgun board that I painted, and the colors were just not as vivid as I wanted them to be. Either way, I thought it would be a good base to start on. The next step is the unthinkable. I've got to rough up the surface, paint will grab. Now the board is nice and dusty, it'll have something for my paint to grip onto. First thing, we start with aim. I wanted him to be in this meditating, transient position as if he was going to the spirit realm. I often would jump around the board, trying to stick with the same colors. So if I was using white and one section was drying, I would hit another section with that same white and try to keep flowing with that color instead of just doing one section and one person at a time. I thought laying the board on the ground in the good light would be the best position, but my back really started to hurt, so I just switched over to the couch to try to make it a little bit better painting situation for me. Oh no, I've got no water. Alright, well, let's keep going. Decided to watch Avatar to get some inspiration, and you can see really how far time passes when you're watching the episodes compared to the amount of paint that I lay on the board. I had to opt out for less expensive paint because I'm moving studios and all of my good paint is in transit right now. I ended up having to do way more layers than I would have liked to. You can kind of see here the flow of the paint isn't very good, and I get a lot of scratchy, screechy marks. It's also not very thick, so I had to paint the same thing over maybe 5 or 6 times instead of doing it once or twice. I did about 60 hours in total on this board. As I started around the end of the week, I really started to find my stride. I got more comfortable with the faces, kind of figured out the colors and how to make them blend a little bit better.
It's the next phase, it's the next samurai warrior. No, I've got the formula to be free, one to be queen. Samurai warrior. No, I've got the.
So normally this would be where you get the big sexy reveal, and I do all these cool shots. But to be honest with you, I'm not in love with the final process of this board. When I put on the final coat, even though it was a water-based polyurethane and I let all my paint dry, a lot of the ink and a lot of the paint had it started to run and I started to get streaks, and it burnt some of the white, so it showed all of this orange and just a lot of artifacts that weren't there to begin with. So I might just go get some Posco paint pens and try to get more of an illustrative look over the next month. But overall, I think everything kind of started to come together, and I am happy with the result, but I'm one of those artists that can look at this thing for days, if not months, and tweak stuff that no one's gonna pay attention to. And at the end of the day, this is just for one of my supporters. So I just wanted to get this thing out and make an engaging video that you guys would like. So let me know which part is your favorite. Let me know what you think. And I hope you liked it. If you want to support my father and I in our artist career, it's patreon.com/Mr. Bo. And I'll be making sure I paint a lot more of these bad boys. So stay tuned and follow along. Cheers.